Are you expecting a baby and wondering what to eat and what not to keep yourself and your little one healthy inside? Hi, I'm Ankita Sen and welcome to my channel Nursing Sensation. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about 10 superfoods which you should consume during the pregnancy to keep yourself healthy and to keep your baby healthy. So, stay tuned. Eating a right food during pregnancy, it's not just about to satisfy your cravings during pregnancy. It's also important to keep your baby healthy, to keep your baby's growth and development in a normal way, in a healthier way. So, to take the nutritious and healthy foods is very important for a pregnant woman. So, start from folic acid to iron, omega 3 to calcium. We will cover all the superfoods you needed for a healthier outcome in your pregnancy. Let's drive in. First one is egg. We all know that not only for the pregnancy, consume one egg every day is really healthier and needful for everyone from child to a older person. But you should know why you should consume egg. You know, eggs are rich in proteins, choline. This choline are very important during the pregnancy. Eggs also having folate and also iron, which helps for the development of the spinal cord of the fetus. So there are some congenital anomalies. I mean the birth defects occurred sometimes in the spinal cord of the baby for the reduced or the decreased amount or the deficiency of iron or the folate. So eggs is having this folate and iron which helps to prevent the spinal cord development problems of your fetus during the pregnancy throughout. And this choline, which is very essential component during the pregnancy as because it helps to develop your baby's brain. Okay. So now one thing you have to keep in mind that when you are consuming the egg should be properly cooked. I mean the white portion of the egg and the yolk should not be liquid in nature. It should be properly cooked and solid so that you can take it easily. Because otherwise, if it is uncooked or a half-cooked egg, it having some bad bacteria that can affect your pregnancy or your GI system. So keep in mind. Now come to the second one, that is dark leafy vegetables. You can take any leafy vegetables like spinach, you can take methi, you can take lettuce, whichever is available in your local area or as per the season, as per your favorite green leafy vegetables, you can take as per your preference. Okay, and why you should take the green leafy vegetables? We all know that green leafy vegetables have the fiber. And you also know that during the pregnancy, having constipation, a tendency of constipation is a very common for all the pregnant women almost. So, as because the green leafy vegetables is having higher in fiber content, so it reduces the chances of constipation. And also, it's also having the folate. I have already explained you the importance of folate during the pregnancy because this folate is importance for the spinal cord development of the baby. Okay, so this is the importance of green leafy vegetables. Here also, if you have to keep in mind the green leafy vegetables when you are taking, if you are cooking it, that should be washed first and then cut. If you cut and you washed and then cook, all the nutrients will goes with the water. Okay, so you have to wash first, then cut, and then you cook. And as because it's having some irons and folates inside, so you have to cover and in a low heat you have to cook the green leafy vegetables. If you are taking some green leafy vegetables in a raw form like lettuce, cabbage, it's okay, but it should be properly washed and then you can consume it. Hopefully you are understanding what I mean to say. Now come to the third, that is fish. It's essential to take fatty fish. So like salmon or rohu, you can take 1 or 2 times per week or even you can take every day as per your choice and as per your dietary pattern. So these fatty fishes are generally rich in omega 3 and in this generation we all know the importance of omega 3. Okay, it's good for our heart and also it's having DHA. very less foods are having natural DHA. So is this DHA is very important for your baby's brain development. Okay. So for these reasons, you have to consume fatty fish. Not only in the brain development, it also helps in the eye development of your baby. And also, we all know that fish is a very good source of vitamin D, which is very essential during the pregnancy. So calcium is very important in during our pregnancy for our health also, and for the baby's development of the bones and the teeth also. So that's why you have to consume the fatty fish every day or 1 to 2 times per week. Okay. Now come to the sweet potato. We all know about the sweet potato. It's good for the babies. It's good for the infants. It's good for the some in some disease condition too. So always is good for pregnant women too. It loaded with the beta carotene, which converts to vitamin A. So vitamin A is needed for many of reasons in our body normally. Okay, and now during pregnancy is needed for the baby's organ development. So baby is having the organogenesis up to 12 weeks of pregnancy. So it's not about that only up to 3 months of your pregnancy or the 12 weeks of your pregnancy you should take sweet potato and then you stop. No, it's not like that. The development of the baby's organs, generations of the baby's organs is up to 12 weeks of pregnancy. So you should consume this before pregnancy and continue throughout the pregnancy, not only up to 3 months, because the organs are getting generalized or is getting formed, but development is of the organs are going through the pregnancy. So you have to take the sweet potato as per your convenience. Okay. Now come to the fifth food, that is the whole grain. Whole grains means brown rice, oats, or the whole wheat roti you can take, or chapati you can take. Okay, so this whole grains is giving you a long lasting energy, because it's a whole things that are consuming by us. So it's giving you a whole, I mean the long lasting energy and the fiber too. And this fiber again important to reduce the constipation. Also it's contains some vitamin B, magnesium and iron. So these all minerals are important for your baby's brain, eye, spinal cord and internal organs development, as well as for your body to get booster or get stronger to continue the pregnancy and for the healthy outcome of your pregnancy, right? So this is the all about the whole grains. Now come to the sixth one, that is the berries. When the discussion is coming about the berries, always we know that the blueberries are the best. But in all continental in this world are not getting the blueberries by its normal productions. Okay. So if you go through the other berries like strawberries, you can consume jamun, you can consume pomegranates. What type of berries are available as per your locality or as per your continental, as per your seasonal food, you can take that type of berries. But why we should take these berries? Because berries are rich in antioxidants. So not only during pregnancy, all women should consume the antioxidants in a natural way. So berries are the natural antioxidants. Also, it's rich in vitamin C, and this vitamin C is very important, for the iron absorption. We all know that if you just take iron, it cannot be absorbed by your body alone. So vitamin C is needed to bind up with the iron, and it helps to absorption in your body. And also these berries are important for your immunity development. So it's giving support to your immune system. So that's why the berries are important. Okay, now come to the seventh one, that is the nuts and the seeds. Some research are saying that nuts and the seeds are the topmost superfood that we can take anytime during the day, because it's giving you the instant energy. So what type of nuts you can take? You can take almond, you can take walnut, you can take sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds too. This chia seeds having a very rich source of fiber, which helps to reduce the constipation. Chia seeds also helps to absorption of the iron, so it's reduce the chance of anemia during the pregnancy. And the pumpkin seeds and the sunflower seeds all are having a very good source of magnesium, potassium, folate, and giving you instant energy. So full of nuts anytime during the day will give you instant energy. But you have to keep in mind that as because the nuts are having a much more calorie and the fat contains, it can induce a more faster of weight gain. So you have to consider that point, and you can take your nuts. Okay, and also these nuts are rich in omega 3s. Okay, so which is again help for the brain development of your baby and the digestion too. Now come to the eighth product, that is the dairy products. I mean milk, curd, paneer, whatever in which form you getting the dairy product you can consume during your pregnancy. It's an excellent source of calcium and the protein. We know that we are taking the dairy products every day for the source of calcium. It's not only the source of calcium, it's also source of protein too. So how much milk you can take? You can take at least 3 glass in a normal glass. You can take a 3 glass of milk per day. Okay, is along with milk as a source of calcium, we are also giving, or we are also prescribing calcium supplement during the pregnancy to a woman after the 12, or somebody is saying 14 weeks of pregnancy as a calcium supplement, because this calcium is very important during the pregnancy. Why it is important? Because it helps to control your blood pressure during the pregnancy. We know if the blood pressure is suddenly raised during the pregnancy, it can land up with the preeclampsia or eclampsia. I mean, there's a high blood pressure during the pregnancy along with some convulsion to the mother, which is very fatal and dangerous for the mother and the baby both. Even both can be demise for this high blood pressure suddenly during the pregnancy. Okay, so this calcium is the only one thing which can helps to control your blood pressure. Okay, so dairy products is a very good source of calcium, and okay, we should take it every day. Now come to the nine products, that is legumes. I mean the dal, rajma, chana, whatever you are getting as a legume form, you can take that. Okay, so packed with the plant protein. So this dal, rajma, chana, these all are the plant protein. Okay, so it's also rich in folate, iron, and fiber, which again helps to reduce the constipation during the pregnancy. It helps to development of your baby's brain, and the spinal cord deformities are getting reduced during the pregnancy as a congenital anomaly. Okay, also many of us don't know this dal. Okay, it should be taken in a thick consistency, not in a watery form always. Okay, you can take in a watery form, in a boiled dal, which will give you the source of water or a source of fluid in your body. Good. But if you're taking the dal in everyday form, you can take in a thick consistency, which is very good for the absorption in and its works to do. Okay, this dal is very important. Any dal. It can be a chana dal, a rajma, a moong dal, a musur dal, whatever dal is getting or the legumes is getting. So it helps to control your blood sugar during the pregnancy. I mean, it helps to prevent the diabetes, growth of diabetes, or starting of higher surge of blood sugar during the pregnancy. And we all know if blood sugar is getting increased during the pregnancy, is land up with gestational diabetes, okay, which is having much more effects to the baby and the pregnancy outcome too. So it's important to understand that the control of blood sugar by this natural plant source of legumes like dals, chana, or whatever. So it's important to consume every day. And whoever is not consuming non-vegetarian foods is a very good source for the vegetarians. As a plant food we are getting, it's a very good essential nutrients they are getting from this dals, chana, or the rajma, whatever. Okay. Now come to the 10th but very important food, that is that citrus foods. Citrus foods you can get from like orange, tomato, I mean the raw tomato, definitely the raw tomato, the amla, I mean the goatberry, and then lemons. You can take it's from broccoli, which should be steamed one, and bell peppers, kiwi, okay, red bell peppers, kiwi, etc., etc. Okay, But you have to understand that this vitamin C or the citrus food is not getting produced in our body, even is not stored in our body. That's why consuming citrus food every day during the pregnancy is very important, because already I have explained you that iron cannot be alone absorbed in our body during pregnancy to reduce the anemia or chances to the reduce the chances of anemia to the fetus in a later stage. Okay, so, to absorption of the iron is very important to bind with the citric food. So, it helps in the iron absorption and also is boost the immunity. We all know that vitamin C is helps to boost our immunity. Okay, so this is the importance of having the citrus fruits during the pregnancy. Also, you will be happy to know that the citrus foods are reduce the chances of morning sickness and nausea. Yes, I think you don't know this information. This is a research study. Now doctors are also saying to consume the citrus food to reduce the morning sickness and the nausea during the pregnancy. Okay, but it's very important to know the cooking process of the citrus food. Like, you are giving tomato to your food when you are processing the food, or you are just giving the red bell peppers on the food. But if you steam that, it will be not work as a vitamin C, because in the steam it's getting destroyed. So how you can take? You have to take it in a raw form. Okay, but broccoli you can take in a steam form. So when you're chopping the tomatoes or the bell peppers, red bell peppers, you have to just give a toppings on your food and just cover the food so that in the steam, I mean after off the oven, just in the steam, the tomato and the bell peppers will be cooked and it's getting soft. But you should not get it on the oven, and you should not steam it because it will get destroyed. So these are the 10 superfoods that you should consume during pregnancy for your healthier pregnancy and for the better outcome of your fetus. Remember that pregnancy is a very beautiful journey, and what you eat plays a greater role, a big role for your baby's future outcome. So stay nourished and stay healthy. If you like this video and find it helpful, please like this video. Subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get nursing related and pregnancy related content for future. See you in the next video.